When I hear the phrase, as they grow, so do you, it just makes me feel like me and Jude are on this journey together. None of us really know what we're doing. Jude doesn't know what he's doing. I don't really know what I'm doing, but somehow we have these magical moments of synchronizing together where we're just having the best time. And I look around and I go, this is what life's all about. I think society's biggest pressure on being a mum is that we have to do everything. And when I say everything, I mean make natural food products, like make your own jam. We have to somehow clean the house, make magic happen, and work at the same time, maintain friendships, relationships. Like, there's so much. But for me, the breastfeeding one, I did feel like a big pressure in doing that. It is something I tried. I did enjoy it, but I lasted 6 weeks because I just realised that for me, it just takes so much of your time, and it is so magical. And I take my hat off to these women that are just like superhuman, that do it for such a long time. I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's perfect. So I think all that matters is that they have full bellies, however that looks. I feel like before you actually become a parent, the image that you have in your head is like sitting in a nursing chair, just reading bedtime stories all the time. And yeah, it isn't like that. It's a little bit more difficult, shall we say. But I feel like as they grow, we grow. You learn so much. There's no preparation. It doesn't matter how many parenting books you read or how many TikToks you watch. You have to just be there in the thick of it and you figure it out. I think there is so much pressure on mums looking a certain way on social media that we're almost like worried. Like, I feel like even I sometimes second guess what I'm going to post. Like, we need to step out of the photo corner and just show a bit of real life, because we all just get so much in our own heads. Sometimes I've heard like my friends talk about, oh, I can't take a photo in that because they've already wore that outfit. And it's like, so the kids, what does it matter? Do you know what I mean? What does it matter if they're in the same outfit, the kids? But yeah, I think there's so much pressure. And I think this whole like momfluence, which I have found really helpful, because I'll be honest, I don't have like a lot of mum friends who have kids the same age. Like, all of my friends' kids are older. So I sort of look at these momfluencers as like friends, I suppose, of like, okay, what are they doing? Am I doing it the right way or whatever? And sometimes I think they, obviously, I'm in this industry, they probably sit on a night and go, okay, we need to do this video, this video. That's not happening in real time a lot of the times. I don't think when they babies that you can have it all. Like, I was very adamant that I was gonna go straight back into filming, and I've only just started back doing all of the stuff that I loved in this industry again since Jude turned 2, because I think it's so full on. Like, I just think it is impossible to have it all. I don't think that you can look after your child constantly and also like do everything else. The list's a mile long. Like, you would just be burnt out. You'd never sleep. You'd have a half-hour sleep if you were to like do everything. I think sometimes you just need to like step back. That is one piece of advice, is to not judge. It's like, we care and we don't judge, because I think if we're totally honest with ourselves, there's things that I would change as a mum that I've done, that I would go, oh, maybe I wouldn't have done it that way. So I just think sometimes we get it wrong, and that's fine. If I could go back in time and tell my pregnant self some advice, I would say, just go with it. It's going to be okay. Like, I just think sometimes we can get so in our heads about being perfect that we actually miss all of the fun that comes with the chaos and all of the lovely moments that come with the mess. And some of my happiest memories with Jude have come out of maybe like a messy situation. So yeah, definitely be less perfect. Do you know what? I used to love a hot drink, and now I just drink everything iced, because what I found is there's no such thing as a hot drink as a mum. I don't know who these people are who are managing hot cups of tea, but that's not a thing in our house anymore. So everything's iced. There is no such thing as a perfect parent. I think we're all trying to figure it out. What's right for one person maybe isn't for the other. And it's funny, like Jude's 2 now, and they go through phases. So the Jude that I had 6 months ago isn't actually the Jude that I have now. So you're just constantly evolving. There's no such thing. I just realised that perfection isn't a thing. When Jude was a baby, I think it took us a few months to realise that, okay, this is never going to quite go to plan. And that's fine. My proudest moment of being a mum, we took Jude to this thing called Razzmatazz, right? And there was a kid on the side who wasn't joining in, and Jude actually went over and grabbed her hand and went, follow me too, and took this little girl, and they started dancing together. And for me, all I ever want is for Jude to be kind and happy. And in that moment, those two things come together, and I just felt like me and Scott were doing a good job, even through all the times that I've doubted myself and went, should I have done this different, should I have done that? I was like, it doesn't matter, because look at who he is. So my favourite little self-care moment that I do that's very sacred to me is a bit of an unusual one. I love a chocolate digestive biscuit, but so does Jude. So I sometimes have a little stash in my downstairs toilet, which I know does sound crazy, but sometimes you just want to eat a biscuit in peace. So my 5-minute peace routine when Jude is finally down for a nap is skincare. I know I should use that moment to sort all the house out and reset, but I like doing skincare. It's just my moment of bliss. Again, in a bathroom, I feel like bathrooms are my safe place. I feel like that's my haven in the house when I just need to chill, be it a bath, be it do my skincare, be it eat a chocolate digestive on the toilet. Yeah, that's my sanctuary. Something that I do now that I swore I would never do, most of the things that I do. So I think I was very much like, Jude will never have screen time. We love watching cars. Like, watching cars is one of our like happy places. On a Sunday, we sit, we put it on, and we're like, ka-chow. And I just think, you know, you just have to give yourself grace as a parent. I have had so many moments where I am just sat thinking, yeah, we're all just winging it, because I take Jude to lots of play groups and we go all over, and then I look around and go, I'm not the only one. We're all in this together, but no one dares voice it. But I can see it with my own eyes that none of us really have a clue what's going on. We surviving rather than thriving sometimes, and that's fine. Do you know what? I don't really cope with the chaos that a 2-year-old brings. I just feel like I enjoy it. I actually think it's such a laugh. That's one thing that I feel like we just sit, me and Scott, and we just belly laugh. They're some of the funniest moments. Do you know what? Me and Scott actually do manage to sort of parent together, although it's hard, because I think for me, it's really good that he always plans stuff on his days off. So we always doing stuff, because but we live very rural and we go mole hunting. We still haven't seen a mole yet.